What's up guys, I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. So, today we're getting into coal. First things first, I changed up these conveyor belts. So now, we have copper going into one storage system, and these cables. Then, I set up the MAM and started with some research, and this is finished. I'm looking at overclocking, so production is very slow, and I want to speed up the production of these rotors and these plates. So, I did AFK quite a while, and now we have a stockpile of plates and rotors. I really want to get going with this coal power because biomass is it's not working, and that solid biomass fuel, yeah, it runs out. So we're gonna get into coal, build up a factory. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know if we're gonna build the plant here and just transport the coal, or if I'm gonna build the coal plant and just transport the energy or the power. I'll decide. I'll see how far it is, and then we'll decide together. So, for now, let's finish up some more research and get into this milestone. We have all of that. Luckily, 150. That's quite a lot. Probably not the smartest idea to store everything on top, but that's fine. We can work on that later. Rotors. Good. Plates. So 300. And let's get into coal power. I really can't wait because this is a lot of admin and I really don't need that. So let's see what we can do. Not enough cable. That was stupid. Copper wire instead. Now we have coal power. Well, we can get coal power.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully
Water
automated
extractor.
if provided water with the new
Oh,
pipeline buildings and
did they
power
change?
throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the
They change how
resource
coal
scanner.
plants work. Oh,
Note: ensure the close proximity of water
It
to
looks
the
like we're gonna need
production line. Note: pumps
a
will
lot
aid
to
in
build it,
vertical
but we're gonna need
transport of fluids through pipes.
water.
Note: throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
See this. Place it. It's amazing. Yeah, they really changed this one. Now we need water and coal. Okay, so how much coal do we need? First things first, let's see where coal is. They're not close at all. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, ooh. I think I'm gonna go to the closest one. Or maybe I should go to those. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to those two because last time I decided to go to the two that's closest to each other. And it paid off pretty well. So, I'll see you guys once we get there. And now we're on coal power. I could get rid of all of these biomass burners. I don't have to worry about filling them up anymore. I can just spend my time AFK and I don't have to worry about power. Well, I'm gonna have to worry about power eventually because I hooked it up and yeah, we're almost using all of the capacity. I'm gonna have to expand that coal plant. I thought, yeah, we have enough. But yeah, I don't think we do. So I think we're just gonna quickly head out to the coal plants and I'll show you guys the setup I have planned, because since we're gonna have to expand, I'm gonna have to use more than one node, and I have a theory that I want to test out, and maybe I'm losing efficiency or resources, but I can always AFK and get more. So when you get there, I'll tell you guys the system I have in mind. So if you take a look at this coal plant, we have 3 of the coal generators hooked up to 3 water machines. I have no idea what I want to do, because this generates 120 units and this requires 50. So we might be able to hook up 2 of these per water generator, and then we just need to expand the coal section. But my theory is I want to hook up one of these water generators each of the coal plants, that when we need to expand, it doesn't have such a big effect on the power line. I know it's not the best idea now. Oh, well, it's the best idea now. It's not the best idea later, but I can always destroy it and just do a redesign. So I'm not really bothered about saving resources or space. I just really want the most efficient power setup, so I don't have to return all the way this way every time there's a problem. I want to sort it out, be sure that it's enough, and that the nodes do their job. So I'm gonna go and find the other node. It should be close by, and then gonna hook it up to another section of plants, because this is already split into 3. You can add 3 more. So I'll do that in a quick time lapse, and then I'll see you guys when that's set up. vividly see through this incredibly dense fog. We're now hooked up to coal power. Guys, this is such a relief. You won't believe having to check if everything still has fuel. Going with the chainsaw, getting materials and having to go further and further away just so you can get fuel is such a pain. This is quite a bit away, but I don't have to keep returning every 2 to 3 hours just to make sure everything's filled up. This is now fully automatic. We only need to upgrade this, but that happens when we upgrade the base and when we get more machines and when we expand to the rest of the world. I did some exploring off camera and saw a few spaces super spicy. Like, most of the ore is condensed to one area, and most of the time that's a problem, but I think we can make a plan. We can work around that. So what I think we need to do now is go check and see if we can automate something else, because I really want to go AFK and all we did was hook up more power. So I think I'll meet you guys back at the base and we'll see what we can do, if we can do anything. I haven't looked at any of the other things that we can do to reach this milestone. So I'll see you guys back at the base. Okay, so before we go on, I would like to show you guys what I did. I built the MAM because you can research a lot of things and you can use your alien carapace and everything, and you can unlock more items. So I got a bit carried away. I discovered a few new resources like Caterium, I think that's how you say it, and we got sulfur and quartz. Yeah, I just saw those while on my way to the coal plant, and I collected them and it said you have new objects in the MAM. So I built the MAM, I got into research and I finished a lot of this. So we have more inventory space, we have a few more items like a rebar gun and ammo for that, and a paint gun, and this medical inhaler. This is a lifesaver. We can use alien organs to make this, and those mushrooms. So if I cut down those mushroom trees and I go kill some beasts, yeah, we're set. We don't need food anymore. We can just make our own health. I unlocked some dyes, so when we inevitably redo this entire place, we can color code each of the storage systems. As you can see, I tested it out there, and that's the screws. So that's blue for screws, and it'll make the whole base look better and it's easier for organization. So sulfur, I think that leads to explosives, so that's going to be amazing. Quartz, I haven't gotten to that yet because I think that quartz crystals are super expensive to make, and I don't have a miner for quartz yet. Our closest quartz, as you can see, we have a bunch of items we can. I think it's more than 1,000 units away. We'll just see if we can pick anything up. See, there. 1,380 meters. That's crazy. But that area has all of the ores. It has sulfur, it has limestone, it has copper, it has iron, it has everything. So, if we're expanding across the world, I am definitely expanding to that position over there, just so that we can have all of those ores close by. Oh, and now the automation. So, for this milestone, we did all of that. I don't want to really touch jump pads. I don't have any use for them, except elevators, but I'm not vertical yet, so it's not a big thing, and I can make that very easily. And the sink, I don't really feel like that's something we will use. So I think steel production, yes, I think we should get into steel production because we want these MK3 belts for the production of the plates and the rotors and everything, and it will make the whole factory just work better. So to get into that, we're gonna have to make modular frames. I actually spent some time off camera and I made some. Well, 11. I'm gonna spend more time, and oh, there we have 50. Do we have enough? I think yeah, I just need rotors. Then we can unlock steel, and then yeah, next episode we can really get into that. Rotors. And as you guys can see, this is passively adding more and more and more, but it's been hours, and that's how much I have. Hours. So it's definitely not fast enough. Getting to basic steel. Yes. We're gonna need more copper wire. That's no problem. I split these, and we have a new resource. Copper sheets. So I took my coal production and I didn't merge it anymore. So we now have dedicated belts for these 3 resources, and I allocated one of the constructors to making these. So I'll show you. I hooked this up just before we went to make the coal plant, and yeah, the production is pretty good. But anyway, we need everything goes to the top. I don't know why I did that. I might have just to change that, but there we go. And we have copper wire, and that means we can get into steel really quickly. And that's a big step. But then I need to get coal to the base or make a steel plant close to the coal. We'll have to see if there's iron. I hope there's iron, because then I can just do everything there and just bring the final product to base. We'll have to get into that and just do some research about that area and find out if there's coal
reached.
nearby.
Steel production unlocked. Foundry grants access to new simple steel parts. An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Next phase, as in, I think that's the space elevator. Steel requires, yeah, coal and iron ore. So if we can get an iron node close to that steel, to that coal node, we can set up steel production fairly easily. Otherwise, we need to bring coal all the way from there, one of our iron nodes, and then dedicate that to steel. Or we might have to dedicate 2. No idea how long these will take to craft. As you can see, I have a bunch of new things like biomass with alien organs, but I don't really need biomass anymore, so I should have done the research earlier. Yeah, but I think that's it for now. I don't really see us automating modular frames or anything soon, because we're gonna have to do a lot of redesigning. We need rods again and steel plates, like the reinforced steel plates. So I think this base is gonna have to get a redesign again. So I think that's what we're gonna do in the next episode, and we're gonna focus primarily on getting things ready for steel production. That's the main goal. So I'll see you guys on the next episode when we redo this base.